Hey, Dean from Leisure Travel Vans. We are live in Tampa Bay at the Tampa RV SuperShow at the Tampa Fairgrounds. Show starts tomorrow. We're going to be here till Sunday at 5 o'clock. We are very excited because we have every single floor plan here at the show. We've got every Wonder and every Unity floor plan here at the show. So, we're going to talk about a brand new floor plan that we have. We're very excited about it. I got Josiah here, my man from the factory, going to give us a hand showing this product. And Josiah was very lucky because he got to take it out and go RVing in it in California. Now I know that everybody's been looking at the adventure vans. They're super small. They have wet bathrooms. You have to sit on the toilet to shower.
That's right.
Nobody wants that. They have a cassette toilet where you have to throw the cassette out, pull it out, walk into a McDonald's, dump it. I don't even know how that works. That's disgusting. We have the Adventure Van Plus. Josiah, you got to use it, so please tell us all about it.
Yes, very excited to be here today with the brand new Unity TBX. Some of the shots you would have seen if you tuned in already
Those
early.
are spectacular.
That's we had a couple of TBX models down in Big Sur, California, earlier this fall. And we had the Unity TBX and the Unity TB4X. So the TB4X is behind us.
And with the TB4X is?
Optional all-wheel drive.
Optional all-wheel drive.
Very excited about that.
Yes, that's exciting.
That's right, yeah. So
you can do it both ways. You can do it all-wheel drive or you can do it two-wheel drive.
You like the floor plan, but you don't necessarily need the all-wheel drive.
It's an incredible floor
Totally an option, yeah. So we're really excited about that.
Yes.
But yeah, taking it down, I got the chance to test it out. There is 3 of us sleeping in here.
Wow.
So because
how could there be 3?
Well, there's seat belts for 4 people.
Really?
Shoulder belts.
Shoulder belts.
Forward facing.
Wow. Absolutely.
And the front, we call it the swivel lounge. We're gonna see it.
Yeah.
And that's where I was sleeping. And I'm sitting, so you can't see right now.
You're 6'5". You're not a small dude.
Not a small guy, but I could sleep on it, no problem.
Wow.
So
that's incredible.
that's saying something.
Sleep 2 people there.
2 people there.
2 adults.
2 adults, 2 in the back.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
So we got a great stream planned for you guys today.
We do.
Just a couple, a bit of an overview of what we're gonna do. Dean's gonna walk you all through the brand new TBX first.
We are.
And as he does that, feel free to drop comments in the live chat. And after that, we're going to come back and we're going to go through some of those comments and do our best to answer some of them.
Yep, some questions. If you have a question, please fill
That's
it
right.
out. Yeah.
And make sure you stick around because after the live stream, we're going to go right to the full walkthrough video where Dean walks through in more detail than we're able to show here today. So make sure you stick around and watch that video after the fact.
Yeah, it's a great video. We did it at a wine orchard area.
Hillcrest Vineyards.
Hillcrest Vineyards, and it was beautiful. And you get to see, we're going to walk you through the entire floor plan. We're just going to do a quick some of the main key highlights on it right now, but make sure you stay and watch that video because it was very well done. Some of the driving scenes down the West Coast Highway it looks like AI generated it, and it wasn't. Those were
it's absolutely real. Yeah.
Real videos.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Really, we worked with some creators. I can't take credit for those images. We worked with some really great creators.
Yes.
And really turned out great. And we had a great time, using the TBX.
Oh yeah, great time.
If you can't make it to the Florida show to see the TBX, we got we have 2 TBX models
here
at the show. We've got the TBX and the TB4X. But we have them planned to be at shows throughout the United States and Canada for the next couple months. So if you go to leisurevans.com/TBX on our website, there's a show listing showing all of the shows that it's going to be at. So make sure you check that out if you can't make it to the Florida show here.
Yeah, it's very exciting. We'll probably be showing that at over 30 shows throughout 2026, so it's very exciting.
Absolutely.
You got to see it in person because I don't even know if the video does it justice, and I don't know if this little quick walkthrough we're going to do does it justice because it is incredible. I'm so excited about it. Like I said, everybody was looking at these adventure vans, these small vans. There's no storage. You can't take nothing with you. You have to sit on the toilet to have a shower. Nobody wants that. And you got that cassette toilet. You might as well just take that and throw it into the bush.
Yeah.
We don't have that. We've got a black tank. We have a full stand-up shower. It's an amazing floor plan.
Absolutely.
Where do you want to start? Should we start? We'll have a look at it right now.
Why don't you
go through it?
Well, before we do that, why don't we talk a little bit about what what it all has. You know, let's go
Sure.
through some of the key things.
Okay.
So you can see behind us, right? There's something here, right? You're talking about storage.
Storage? What are you talking about? Storage? We have got
Look at that.
storage. Look at that.
So, you know, why don't you get in there?
I could get in here. Why not?
No problem. That's enough.
Hey!
Talk. We don't need that.
The sleeping area. This, the mother-in-law suite, father-in-law suite. I mean, that's incredible. Look at the size of this. So it's over 89 inches long. We're about, what, 30 inches wide, and we're about 40 inches high. I mean, look at the size of this. You have bikes, you have inflatable kayaks. I mean, you could take everything with you. We have the optional table right there, which is incredible. We have a 110 plug here, so if you have an outside freezer and you want to plug it in and run it off the house batteries, you can do that, because we have up to 540 amps of lithium batteries in here. But this is incredible. Look, we got places here to tie things down. I mean, it's really, really well thought of, easy to clean. I mean, that is so well done, so well done.
Since you're talking about bikes, of course
Yes.
you can put bikes in here.
Yes.
But you know that, you know, and charge the e-bikes, you got
Yep.
the plug right here.
Correct.
But some people like to put their bikes on the back and use this for storage. What does that look like?
That
on the
looks
TBX?
really cool. Come on over here, look at this. We've got a 5,000 pound receiver hitch, class 3 receiver hitch on the Unity TBX and TB4X if you want the all-wheel drive. So you can tow up to 5,000 pounds, or you can put 500 pounds on the tongue. So very important, this is built on the 3500 series cutaway chassis, optional all-wheel drive. We still have over 1,450 pounds of OCCC on this motorhome. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Over 1,400 pounds of OCCC. That is absolutely incredible. So if you go with the 4,500 series chassis, you can't get all-wheel drive, and the GCWR doesn't change. It's still 15,250. So you can't pull anything with the 4,500 series chassis. That's why the 3,500 series chassis is so incredibly good for the TBX and TB4X. Obviously, we have the optional outside ladder. This one has the black accent package, so you get the black lights. That looks absolutely incredible. We have all the badging done in black, right? This is also our storm gray exterior color. So very, very cool. We also have the optional black Alcoa aluminum rims, and this one also has the optional all-terrain tires. So that is very cool. So if you want to do some serious off-roading, right, you can have the black rims and the optional all-terrain tires. So very cool. And I mean, just love the beautiful paint. You can see each color painted 3 times, 2 coats of clear. Absolutely incredible. And nobody builds them like a leisure travel van. That's vacuum bonded, boxed aluminum framing, boxed steel framing on the floor, boxed aluminum framing on the roof. Built the best in the world. Okay, what else did we talk about, Josiah?
All right,
Want to
so-
talk about the battery here?
Yeah, so we got, of course, our standard 270 amp hour lithium battery and the additional optional 270, so 540 amp
Nice.
hours of lithium power.
Beautiful.
However, what's the new way we can charge this? An option on the
exciting.
TB4X.
The option is a second alternator underneath the hood. Yes, you heard me correctly,
That's right.
right?
Yeah.
Second alternator, we can charge the house batteries, or we can go with an optional generator.
4 kilowatt generator,
Yeah.
optional. Yeah.
So now you've got a couple different ways. So if you're an extreme dry camper, you could go second alternator
Yeah.
and generator.
Sure.
You have all the power in the world.
Yeah.
Now, it's very important on the second alternator. It only comes on at 1,800 RPM. That's right, because Mercedes-Benz hates this engine, this diesel engine, to idle. You avoid your warranty if you let it idle for too long. So you want to make, it'll only come on at 1,800 RPM
that's right.
and higher. So it has to be going down the road for it to work with the alternator.
Yeah, so I mean, it really depends on the way you RV, right?
Right.
When we took these out, we were dry camping the whole time. We didn't have power at all,
right,
but
you were completely dry.
we didn't have any issues with running out of power because we were driving quite a bit throughout the day. So that engine was getting over that RPM limit and
Love it.
charging at 255 amp alternator.
Yeah, that's-
making sure these batteries were charged. It was cool. We had the heat pump running in the
Yep.
Truma air conditioner.
Right, that's standard for 26.
standard for 26. So
Yep.
really nice option on the TB4X.
Yeah, because they got very cool there in the nighttime.
Yeah,
right?
nighttime is
so
cool. Yeah.
Turn on the heat pump, right? Keep it warm, save the propane. So very cool, very cool. I love this system. It's simple. It charges, you know, off the solar, right? Which is optional 440 amps of solar. You can charge it, of course, when you're driving. You can charge it when you're plugged in, and you can recharge the batteries off the generator if you have that option. So lots of ways to keep those batteries nice and charged.
And of course, if you don't order the optional alternator, or if you don't get the TB4X, which is what it's available on, we always have the DC-DC charger. So the alternator is still going to trickle charge those batteries at about 50 amps.
Now, on the second alternator, if I'm correct, right, we can only get that with the all-wheel drive
That's correct.
chassis. Yeah. So if you have to order the all-wheel drive chassis to get the second
That's
alternator.
right.
Yeah, very good. Excellent. So that's nice there. Of course, everything's inverted as well. On this model, of course, we've got the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater. We've got the Truma Vario heat furnace and the Truma air conditioner as well. So we have the Truma trifecta.
Two sources of heat. That's right. So we could have used the Vario heat furnace, but we used the heat pump. Just wanted to test it out, and it wasn't that cold. So
yeah, I love that.
Why don't you go on the inside?
Let's talk about this door, though. I mean, look how beautiful this door is. This is new for 26. We have the beautiful door. You can see how it integrates into the body. We have a curved wall, curved door.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the black accent package. Look inside here. We have our hidden screen. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. So come on in. You're going to love this. We got some storage for shoes, handle for coming in. But look at this. Is this not incredible? So if I'm in transport mode, right? Look at this. I have got 4 3-point seat belts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can transport 4 people. Isn't that not cool? When I'm in camping mode, you can see I have my table here. This is very, very cool. I can easily turn this into, just move that there. I can easily turn this into a sofa area. Look at that. Is that not incredible? What a great design. Look at that. So I have a table here. I can move this table to the back. I can put a table here, use this as a workstation, right? I can put both tables out and make this into a dining room area for dinner for 4. So camping mode, I have a sofa area to kick back and relax. Transportation mode, I have 4 3-point seat belts. That is so incredible on the TBX. I just absolutely love it. Plus, I can make this into a double bed, which I'm going to show you in a minute, but you can see, just to show you kind of a quick little version of it, this is going to slide, this is going to slide out, and then all the cushions make this into a bed area, which we'll show you in a second. But come on inside, let's have a look at the TBX on the inside. TV, beautiful induction cooktop, our beautiful curved doors. Look at that. Soft close, soft close. Look at the size of this pot and pan drawer. Right? We got the Vario furnace, so we've got ducted heat. How beautiful is that? I really like this little feature. We've got a counter extension. How smart is this? This is so smart. Look at that. That is so smart, because you can't have anything that blocks the exterior door, which we don't, so you can move that in and out. We've got our Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot water heater here. Pantry, very nice. And this is where we store our tables. They're going to store in there, so we have 2 tables, and the table can mount in the back or in the front. Look at the size of this countertop. Beautiful. Lots of storage space. Deep stainless steel sink. Oh, and once again, if you order the black accent package, you can have all the black accents, all the handles done in black. Looks absolutely fantastic. Place here for spices. We've got our daytime and our nighttime shades. Solid Corian countertops. This is done in concrete. This is rift oak. But come on back here. You're going to love this. This is new. We have a complete all-in-one bathroom. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Right? No wet bath. I'm not sitting on the toilet to shower. Forget that. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody. Complete stand-up shower. Look at this. Right, I got my shoes on, so I'm well over 6'2". I can't even touch the top here. Got the black accent package, looks absolutely great. Masturbator toilet, right? So press a button, shoots everything as a liquid into the tanks, right? So I don't have a cassette toilet. For those of you that don't know what a cassette toilet is, when you want to dump your tank, you have to go pull the shit tank out, walk into a McDonald's, start flushing it as fast as you can and start pouring. Flush and pour, flush and pour. No, we don't want to do that. We've got 40 gallons of fresh water. We have 35 gallons of gray, and we have 32 gallons of black. And you just dump it like you traditionally would dump in a sewer area in a dump station. So very cool. Love the window. Look at the size of this. Look, I'm going to close this. Not going to be a great view, but I'm super comfortable. I can actually sit to use the toilet. I can stand to use the shower. Residential 3-piece, all-enclosed bathroom. Absolutely fantastic. Look at this. Beautiful. Okay. Refrigerator, 12-volt freezer on the bottom, and it's freezing cold, and we just are running this off of our house battery. So we're kind of dry camping right now. We don't have it plugged in. This, you can see my handprint. Come, take a look at that, Stevie. Right here. Come, you can see my handprint in the freezer. It's amazing. Freezing cold. That's running off of the house batteries. We have 540 amps of lithium with a 3,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. 2 twin beds, right? Lots of comfort. I've got a nice area back in here for, you can see, with drawers. Very cool there. Storage over here, sorry, we have our fuse box and our converter box. Right, look at that, very nice, very well done. Over on this side, I've got my big hanging closet. Look at the size of that hanging closet. That is so well done, so well done. Absolutely beautiful, and it just pushes back down, right? Or I can make this into a queen bed just simply by flipping this over. I can knock this down, bring the mattresses together. Look at this, now I've got from 2 twin beds, 1 gigantic queen bed. Look at that. Got my shoes on. My mom will kill me. Look at this. Absolutely perfect. So you can have it as 2 separate twins. You can easily sleep 4 people. 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I mean, I can sleep like this. No problem like this. I'll go right to sleep. I love the LED lighting, ducted air conditioning. Don't forget we got the heat pump so I can have ducted heat as well. Look at this. Beautiful storage up here. Very well done. European hidden hinges, curved doors, soft close. That's the sound of quality, right? Both sides, lots of storage. LED lights, charging ports, USB, USB-C charging ports. Once again, all done with our multiplexing system. You can run the motorhome off of your phone. You can turn lights on, turn lights off. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this. Beautiful view. Cross wind ventilation. We have the bigger windows for 2026, and very importantly, ducted air. So I've got cold or heat bedroom area, cold or heat in the living area. So just a really cool floor plan. Make it back into twin beds. More storage here, garbage can, full water filtration. Wow, that is so well done. I love the black. Looks absolutely fantastic, right? So then, when we want to go back into driving mode, right? Because we were camping. Look at this. Slide that back, and now I am fully functional with up to 4 seat belts here, right? I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're in driving mode. Multiplexing system as well. Daytime night shades, awning style windows. Look at this. So well done. Lots of fresh air. Once again, you can turn all the power on, turn all the power off right here. Charging plugs. Every single plug in the motorhome is inverted as well. And of course, when I have dinner, when I want to have dinner, I can have dinner for 4. I can turn all my seats around. I can put both tables up. They touch each other. And I've got dinner for 4 because we have flush floor all the way to the top. That is so, so well done. This is a great floor plan. You can go 2-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive. It's an option. So it's up to you depending on how you RV. But if you want that big storage on the outside, absolutely. So absolutely gorgeous. Okay, here we are. Come on, let's just walk around it for 1 second. Just absolutely gorgeous. Remember, you can order the optional black rims. You can order the optional all-terrain tires. They look absolutely beautiful. Alcoas. See how gorgeous the motorhome is. About 4 inches higher. The exterior height doesn't change much. The exterior height is only about 1/2 inch to 1 inch higher exterior wise. Right, now come on over here, let's show you something really important. So here's our weight label, right? We weigh every single unit. This unit, fully equipped, has 1,458 pounds of OCCC. Isn't that incredible? That is absolutely incredible. Look at this, here's our outside service area, right? Everything right there, easy to access, black water flush, outside shower, right? Got our optional macerator pump, everything all in one spot. Oh, that is just so well done. Come on over here. This is really cool. This is your furnace right there, the Truma furnace. And then there's our optional 4 kilowatt, kind of our smaller generator, right? Or you can have the optional second alternator on the all-wheel drive. And then here's your propane fill right there. But I mean, this is the big one, right? Look at this. Wow, that is incredible. Look at the storage. I'm gonna open up the other side. Hello. I mean, this is crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. You like that? I know I do. Man, you can take a lot of stuff with you. Absolutely. Easy to clean too. Right, we also have a propane quick connect to hook up your propane as well. Gull wing doors look absolutely great. So I remember I mentioned it, we have the chairs, right? So we have 4 seat belts facing forward, but we can also make it into a bed. Come on over here, we have the bed set up. Look at this. Wow. This is how easy it makes into a bed. That front area makes into a beautiful double bed. So just to give you some reference on height, right? I'm probably 6'2" with my shoes on. My mom will kill me. But I can lay completely down in the bed area. That is so cool. Look at the size of this. It is big. Josiah slept on here. He's 6'5". So that is very cool. So this is the 2-wheel drive version of it. So you can go all-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. You get the same interior. Very cool. And you get the same exterior storage area. So come on. You can also do it in our 2 different wood colors. You can do it in our Rift Oak or our White Oak. We have 2 different Ultra fabric colors. And you can also do it with the optional Desert Shadow package, which gives you that exterior color. It'll also give you the black rims standard. You can order the optional all-terrain tires. So we have 4 different exterior colors. We have the Storm Gray, Shadow, Carbon, Euro Sport. So 4 different exterior colors, or the optional Desert Shadow package. So you have 5 different exterior color packages depending on which way you want to do it. So that is a little walkthrough on the TBX. Make sure you watch the walkthrough video because we go into much more detail on it. I try to do this as quick as I can for you here, but absolutely incredible floor plan. Like I said, if you want something small, something stealth, you looked at those adventure vans and you're like, God, there's no storage. It's a wet bath. I have to pull out the cassette toilet and dump it somewhere. I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, now you have a choice. You have a choice now. You have the Adventure Van Plus. Josiah, what else have we got going on here? So we did a little walkthrough there real quick on it. So tell us what else you'd like us to do.
Oh, we just thought we could address some of the questions that have come in so far. And if you haven't already submitted your question on the live chat, please share. We hope that we're covering as much as we can, but
I don't even know if I mentioned, but we can tow up to 5,000 pounds.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great.
I know we talked about the hitch on weight.
And we have.
Yeah, so now you can actually tow and up to 5,000 pounds, which is incredible. So if you want to tow a small car, right? So let's just say, so we speaking intelligently, so the GCWR on the Mercedes-Benz chassis is 15,250 minus your wet weight. The GVWR on the motorhome is 11,000 pounds and 30. So if you filled up the motorhome with 1,458 pounds, that would allow you to tow 4,220 pounds, just so that everybody understands towing.
Right.
Most people do not. I know most dealers don't want to talk about OCCC or CCC or or cargo carrying capacity. I want everybody to understand we've got 1,458 pounds of OCCC in this motorhome.
So if you like the outdoor activities, you know,
Yes.
kayaking, paddleboarding,
Yes.
cycling,
Golfing?
golfing's it's an option. Golfing's a great option. You can, and the great thing, you got 4 seatbelts. You know, you can go on a little golf trip with your buddies.
Right. I love it. I'm going to do that.
4 sets of clubs.
4 sets of clubs, no problem.
No problem. Yeah. All right, we're going to try and address some of the questions that have come in. If you haven't already submitted a question, just pop it in the live chat, and we'll do our best to get it if we can.
If we miss one, come see us at the Tampa SuperShow.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the
Come see us in
questions:
person.
are these on the assembly line right now? They absolutely are. We're building TBXs
We're in full production
as we speak.
Yes.
So if you place an order for one, or come see us at a show where there is one available for purchase, you'll be able to get one. In terms of lead time, just check with your selling dealer to see what that looks like.
Yep, we're very excited about it.
Do all the windows open?
All the windows do open, except for the bathroom windows. The bathroom window open? I forgot. I didn't even check.
Should we check?
I'm going to check. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep, open.
Let's
Maybe
check.
I might even open some here, just so
All right,
you can see it.
we'll show what it looks like to open the windows. The full pane now opens with these windows, which is nice.
Obviously, the emergency exit window doesn't, but you can see those are all opening. And currently, the bathroom window does not open.
Bathroom window does not open. Okay, there's the answer. But we do have a vent
Yes.
in the bathroom, so there's still possibility of airflow in there.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
We have 2 vents in the motorhome.
Is there a suspension lift?
So when you order the all-wheel drive, it comes with the
Right.
lift from Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. So how much is that lift?
We're about 4 inches.
4-inch lift.
Yeah.
On the all-wheel drive.
Correct.
Mercedes-Benz chassis.
Correct.
That's factory from Mercedes-Benz.
From the factory. We don't touch the suspension at all, right?
That's right,
We don't
yeah.
want to void the chassis warranty,
Right,
right?
yeah.
Anybody that plays with the chassis lift or anything, right? That voids the chassis warranty from the manufacturer of the chassis. So we do not do that.
How do people get pricing on this?
Pricing, we should have it on our website, right?
That's right,
Yep.
we do.
I just updated all that. So
Got
if
it.
you go
You
to
can
build and price.
Build and price it today. You can customize it with all the options that
It'll
you
even
want.
show the colors, right?
It'll show the colors. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay, so speaking of generator, or someone asked about generator, can we
Sure.
get it without a generator
Yep.
and without propane?
You can get it without a generator. We still have propane because we have the Truma AquaGo Comfort Plus hot
That's right.
water heater, which is 60,000 BTUs. It's the only way we can heat hot water, unlimited hot water. And we also have the Truma furnace, which keeps you nice and warm. So, and we also have the outside propane connect.
Yeah,
So-
connect to barbecue.
Right, so
or,
those are the
Okay.
3 things that run on propane, which are very important. Otherwise, you'll never have hot water. If you run it electrically, it would take you 2.5 hours to heat 6 gallons of water. So, it doesn't work. Not with
Yeah,
this, with a. If you're sitting on a toilet showering, like on a wet bath, sure. But if you're standing up and you want to have a shower,
residential style, you feel like you're,
yes.
and one of the things that the TBX does a really great job of is it brings those luxuries to more, adventurous locations.
Well,
Right.
you made a great comment after using it. You said, Dean, this is adventure meets luxury.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
And you hit it dead on the head.
Comforts of home, but you can be in the remote location. You've got the extended tank sizes.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about that cassette toilet, of course. And it has propane, sure, but like we were running the hot water the water heater and had no real issues. It never ran low. So
Never. Nope. You have unlimited hot water. If you're plugged into
beautiful.
a campground with water, you have unlimited hot water. That's the great thing about the Truma stuff, right? It's just
it's awesome.
It's bulletproof.
Yeah. Okay, so this one must be from one of our friends back home. Will the TBX inspire the Winnipeg Jets to go on a winning streak?
Yeah. Well, they won 2 games now, but I'm not holding my breath.
Yeah.
But thank you, somebody from the factory
Rob
or
Friesen.
Manitoba. Thank you.
All right, this is a great one. So we got the big garage style storage, right? So someone's wondering, what is the exact height and width of the opening for the garage, as well as the exact inside height and width?
Yeah, so we had that. Yep.
I did write it down.
We wrote it all down.
Wrote it down because we knew we would get this
that's
question.
the big question.
Yeah.
So I'll demonstrate
you
as you talk.
Okay, so
The door opening.
yeah, so the height is 38 inches of the opening, and 27 inches wide.
Okay.
Okay.
Inside.
The interior is 40 inches high.
40 inches
high. Yeah.
Yep.
89 inches long, and 32 inches wide.
32 inches wide.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and the total exterior storage capacity is 60 cubic feet.
60 cubic feet of storage.
Yeah.
You can see I can sit here no problem. It's kind of cool.
Just a bonus seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great question though.
Another question, will all-wheel drive be available on other floor plans as well?
So that's a great question. So the all-wheel drive chassis from Mercedes is about 240 pounds, 220 to 240 heavier, right? So cargo carrying capacity, or OCCC, is very important. So we have to be very careful when we order that option to make sure we have enough cargo carrying capacity for people to go RVing in. So currently right now, just on the TBX, that is the only one we have the all-wheel drive option.
It's always amazing how much our production side thinks about our weights. You know, it comes up, you know,
safety.
Suddenly there's a little dip in OCCC, and and you know, people are like, oh, what's going on? Something's going on.
100 emails come out saying, hey,
exactly.
what's going on, right?
It's that carrying capacity is very important to us because we're enabling a better RV experience for our customers.
Exactly.
Right? As well as safety.
And I swear that other manufacturers don't seem to care about OCCC, or cargo carrying capacity, because they build these overweight units on the Mercedes-Benz chassis, and the poor customer can't take anything with them.
Sure.
It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
But
how can you go RVing if you can't take anything with you?
Yeah, we're a privately owned company. We've been around since 1965. We're not cutting any corners. This is the way it's done.
You bet. All right. Another one, talking about shower. Did you talk about the shower size when you're in there?
I didn't really talk about it, but I believe it's...
This is 24 inches by 27 inches.
24, 27, so I can still do my
your twirl.
My twirl.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I'm not a small guy.
I could do the twirl.
I know, and you're bigger than me.
Yeah, absolutely.
6'5".
So what about the bed? What about the front bed?
Love the bed. We kind of demonstrated there. I laid down on it.
Yeah.
We are 72 inches long, right? Just over 72, and we were 48.
48 wide.
48 wide.
That's
yep. There we go. Yep. Great bed. Sleep 2. You slept on it.
Slept on it, no problem. Yeah, I liked it.
Me and Rambo, my boxer, can fit on there, no problem.
Fit on there, absolutely.
And he sleeps this way. He's always
I think the other great thing about the swivel lounge is, you know, let's say it's just two of you, right?
Yes.
And you aren't planning on using those extra seatbelts.
Correct.
You can leave it swiveled all the time.
Right.
You can always have it in the sideways facing position for eating or entertaining, stuff like that.
Yep.
So if you don't need the seatbelts but you love the floor plan.
Right. And it's such a great area because you can use it as a work desk, right? Because you have two different tables. You can put the table in the back. You can put the two tables up front. It just becomes an entertainment area, right? So you would just leave it like facing this way, right? And you could just leave it like that. You don't have to turn it forward.
Right. Yeah, and when it's turned, you have storage space behind it, right?
Correct.
If you're in that situation that I described, and you're going to leave it, you can just put stuff behind there.
It's so versatile.
Great. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
so versatile.
Yeah. What's the total length?
We are 25 feet 1 inch, bumper to bumper.
Yeah. So same as all other Unity
Same
models.
as all of our other Unities.
And what about the height?
And we are, I mentioned that as I was walking around, because the chassis is about 4 inches higher off the ground, but the exterior height doesn't change much.
Okay.
It's, no more than an inch higher. So we're 10.6.
Okay, because our high point's the air conditioning. Right?
High point's the air conditioner, so maximum is 10.7 exterior height. Yeah.
Okay.
Great question. We thought it was, I think in the video I may have said it was higher because we thought
we hadn't measured
chassis
it
was
at that
higher.
time.
We hadn't measured
That's
it
right, yeah.
But our engineering guys straightened me out real quick.
What about leveling jacks? Are they standard?
Leveling jacks are not available on the TBX X4. So the all-wheel drive, we do not have leveling jacks. You can put leveling jacks on the TBX two-wheel drive. There was two reasons. Number one, obviously weight, because the jacks are 230, 240 pounds, and we wanted to make sure we had enough cargo carrying capacity for our customer. The other thing too is because the chassis is higher off the ground, the company that makes our jacks has to create a new jack for us so that we can have the jacks on it. But right now it's a weight issue because we don't want to lose 240 pounds of cargo carrying capacity.
Sure.
But great question.
Yeah. Is it pre-wired for Starlink?
Starlink. So up on the roof, we've got a Starlink, or we have a port up there that they could run.
Yeah, kind of anything. It's a conduit.
Yeah, it's a conduit
Yep.
area, so they could
Yep.
run whatever they want. Yep.
Right. Okay. Someone's wondering about the bed and the closet. Can you convert the bed into a king size bed?
The bed in the back?
Yeah.
It only makes into a queen bed.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the standard twin bed, we have the 2 extra filler cushions that make into a king bed. We don't put them in this motorhome because you'd have to store them outside. So that one just makes into a queen bed. So you can have 2 twins or a queen.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Good question.
And what about? Well, someone's asking about the hanging closet. Explain it more in depth.
Yeah, so we kind of showed it real quickly there. And
Yeah.
the walkthrough video, we show it a lot
Yeah.
better. So make sure you watch the walkthrough video. So it lifts up, and then we have a hanging closet. Very similar to what we did in the Wonder rear twin
Yeah.
bed. So you can lift it up, and then there's a nice big hanging closet down below.
And what's it like lifting that up?
Very simple, yeah.
Okay.
It's
So there's a strut on there.
yeah, there's 2
It's not
struts.
a ratcheting.
Nope, it's just
Okay.
2 struts, and they push back down. It's very simple. Yeah, I'm very happy we did it that way.
Yeah, it's kind of assist, right?
Yeah, kind of an assist. Yeah, it's a yeah.
What about the fuel economy on the TBX?
You know, you got to drive it. I
got to
mean,
drive it, yeah.
what did you? How did you
Well,
feel?
as you know, I got a bit.
You are very heavy.
I got a bit of a
foot.
heavy
I'm
foot.
surprised that you still have a
Yeah.
license, but
Yeah. No, I got probably about 18 to 19.
Yep.
Yeah,
MPG,
something like-
miles
yeah,
per
miles
gallon.
per gallon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yep. I would say that was the number because I got to drive it quite a bit too when we were filming the video. So
Yeah.
I think that's the number.
And on Unity, that's pretty common.
Yep.
I would say that it wasn't getting any worse for my driving style, any worse fuel economy than any other.
Let me ask you a question because you were in the mountains in
Yeah, I was.
California.
Yeah.
How was the ride?
The ride was
you had
great.
power?
Oh,
Like you.
lots of power. Love the 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
drives
9-speed
super nice.
transmission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, no, I think you got to. If you have any questions, go see a local leisure travel event.
sure.
Take it out for a drive,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
And if you want to know how long, the lead time.
well, we were driving in California. There was nobody passing me. I was passing everybody else because you were screaming in the back.
That's true.
Exactly.
So normally when we're shooting the videos, I'm not in front of the camera like this. I'm one of the ones filming Dean. So we've got a bit of a fun dynamic for sure. Yeah. Do you know how big the fridge is?
We are about 6.2 cubic feet.
Okay.
Yep. Freezer on the bottom, fridge on the top.
If you got a
Electric fridge, 12-volt fridge.
12-volt fridge. If you got an all-wheel drive, could you get the leveling jacks later?
I would think that you could once equalizer system has got that jack because it has to be longer, right? Because the chassis is higher, so they're working on that. So I would say that is probably yes in the future. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Folks, if there's any specific things you want us to show, because we can walk around and show things
Sure,
too.
absolutely.
So put those questions in the chat, and we're happy to show details as well.
And like I said, the walkthrough video, we show everything. I know I just tried to do this as fast as I could, but if you have something specific you want to see, you let us know. We'll be more than happy to do it.
Just going to look through these questions a little bit more.
There's a lot of questions. That's good.
Yeah, there's lots of questions. It's great.
Thank you for watching the video, everybody.
How did you learn so much about this model? That was one of the questions.
Oh, well, we got to use them quite a bit, right? So we had a lot of fun with using them, and it's we're also, you and I are also on the design. What's the name of that production design team? So we and we got Angelo, here. So Angelo's the designer. So he's always pounding stuff into our head.
Absolutely.
So it's it's pretty cool. It's a fun motorhome. It really is. It's lots of fun. Like I said, if people were looking at a van, this is one size bigger than a van, and you just have way more stuff. You can go RVing, right?
Yeah,
in a van, where are you going to go? You can only go, 100 miles from wherever you live because you have to come back and get whatever you forgot. This one, look at this. I got storage. I can take it out.
Yeah.
I'm self-contained. You order that second alternator, right? I mean, you're self-contained other than dumping tanks and filling up with water.
So here's a great question. What are the tire make and model? So it's a great question. We can see it right here. So these.
So standard would be the Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, the Continental.
Right, that would be standard, right? And then you can order standard would be with steel rims. You can have the optional Alcoa rims, and then this would be the optional black rims with the Toyo tires, right? So great tire. I looked them up on the internet. They have a 5-star rating, so we're pretty excited about them.
Yeah, it's the AT3, the Toyo AT3.
That's right, AT3, correct.
Oh, someone wants to see the fridge, so
sure.
Yeah, why don't you take us inside?
Come on, let's have a look at the fridge. We just have this running off the house batteries. I know you can't see it, but nice big fridge, right? So, and then the freezer's down below. And I know I did this just for fun earlier, but pretty good that you can see my handprint in there. So it's already cold, and we're just running off of house batteries right now. So it's been a great fridge for us. We've been using it quite a bit. Well, we've been using it for the last, 3 years on all of our motorhomes? 2 to 3 years, yeah. So good fridge, sure. Excellent fridge. And we got the induction cooktop too, which is really cool. And I don't even know if I showed the hidden screen door. It looks absolutely beautiful.
So of course, like our other models, you can get the optional exterior table.
Yes, optional exterior table. Yeah, I forgot to show that. And it's the suitcase table, and if you order the black accent package, or you order the Desert Shadow package, you get the black table, right? So our suitcase table. So very cool right here. See how easy it is, how small it is, right? Very nice, and it just unclips like this. And then you have the adjustable legs. There we go, look at that. I don't even know if I have quite enough room here, but we'll,
you're
why
good.
not? We'll put it out. Look at that.
Looks great. So again, self-contained, right?
Yep. They put because of my fat butt being on here all the time, they put a weight label on here of only 44 pounds because I would always sit on it, and everybody at the factory got mad, but I won't sit on it. Sorry, factory people.
Great. All right, so the tire's kind of covered up, but another question.
Question on tires?
It came after.
Okay.
About the black rims, are they still dual wheels? Absolutely.
Still, yes.
Yeah, still
dual wheels.
Dual wheels, yeah.
Yep. 11,030 pound GVWR, dual rims. Daryl C. Hyde at the factory always likes when I say this. We have dual wheels on both sides. Okay. Go ahead. Another question?
Another tire question.
Okay.
TPMS, do we have it?
Standard.
Standard TPMS on all 2026 Unity models.
Unity and
Wonder.
Even on Wonders. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And speaking of Wonder, are there plans to build this floor plan on the Ford chassis?
Oh, well, we do have the rear twin bed already, right?
Yep.
Which was
got the rear garage.
The original garage, yep. And then had optional all-wheel drive. I mean, currently we'll probably keep the Wonder the way it is. And this is, we had a lot of requests. People wanted the Wonder rear twin bed on a Mercedes-Benz chassis, and we had so many requests for it.
And here we are.
And here we are.
Yeah. So
great question.
So, folks, if you are submitting ideas to us on our website or through the surveys that we send out or emails, it might sometimes feel like it's going into the void, but we take those things to heart. And it doesn't happen, right away. But we review all the feedback that we get, and we do our best to, incorporate it into our design.
Our boy Chris at the factory, he writes down on a spreadsheet every single suggestion that comes in, and we have to go through them all in our meetings. So.
Yeah, that close contact with our customers is really important to us as a company. The ability to engage directly with our audience and our owners is it's paramount to. Yeah,
that's why we've been building same family ownership since 1965. That's the reason, because we have a lineup of people that want to come to the rally. We'll get 500 or 600 admissions just to come to Winkler, Manitoba to our rally, because we listen to our customers. We love them.
Absolutely.
Hopefully they love us.
What's the max solar panels?
440 watts of solar.
Okay.
That's right now. That's the option that we have. We no longer have a 200 option. We only go 440.
Okay.
So.
And when you get the all-wheel drive, you only get that 4 inches of clearance if you get the all-wheel drive chassis.
Correct.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you have the standard. Right.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Great question.
Okay. So why don't we take a little look? We weren't able to do it before. Why don't we take a look at the whole booth? We're here in the Tampa RV show.
Yeah.
We've got every floor plan here represented.
Yeah. Let's do it.
So, of course, we're very excited about this, but we're excited to show all of them. If you're coming to the show, you can come see all the products. So, Dean, why don't you walk them around?
Sure, let's have a look around, right? So we have a Unity corner bed right there, but we have all of our camera gear in there and monitors. So, but this is the new Desert Shadow, as my boy Josiah would say, Desert Shadow. So this is the beautiful exterior paint. So when you order this package, you get the standard black rims. You can order the optional tire. So this one has the standard Continental tire, right? So that would be the standard tire. You can order the optional optional all-terrain tires if you want. So in the Desert Shadow package, you have the new leather color, which looks great. We have the driver passenger seat done in 2 colors, right? 2-tone, looks great. We have a special color for the upper cabinets, and of course our special color on our solid Corian. So this is and of course you get the black option package on everything when you order the Desert Shadow package. It can be on any floor plan, any Unity floor plan. You can have this package. So very cool there. So you can order it on the TBX, you can order it on the CB, the FX, you can order it on the CB, MBL. So this is the FX, this is the Flex, because it's flexible. So we've got our Murphy bed, we've got our beautiful power recliners here. Absolutely gorgeous. This is a great floor plan. 2 living spaces, nice big bed area, expandable bathroom. So this is the Unity FX. Once again, we have them all here at the show. So we're gonna keep on going as we work our way around. And over here, we've got the MBL, Murphy Bed Lounge. Looks great. Look at this. Here we go, yeah. So this is the woodland exterior color, which people always wanted to see the woodland exterior, which we'll have a look at that. So this is the MBL, Murphy Bed Lounge, right? So once again, I got the lounge chairs, big bed, pop-up TV, huge stand-up bathroom, right? So if you're love a big bathroom, look at this. This is as big of a bathroom as you're gonna get. Look, wow. This is crazy big, right? You can get 2 people in here doing turns, right? Absolutely great. This is the MBL. Absolutely beautiful, right? Once again, we have them all here at the show. This is the woodland exterior color. People always ask us a lot of questions about woodland. That's it right there. Of course, this was the 2-wheel drive TBX. So this is the standard chassis, no all-wheel drive, right? But still get the big storage, right? I can order the optional black Alcoa rims. Very nice, it looks really good. Got the optional all-terrain tires as well. This is carbon. So this is the carbon color. Looks really, really good. And I know we were in here a little earlier just showing the bed, but you can see that this would be the big bed area, but everything else is the same. Doesn't matter if you go all-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. So you have the twin beds back here, make into 1 queen bed. Very nice. Somebody asked about the hanging closet, right? Well, come on back here, Stevie. Let's, just to show you the hanging closet, that was a question that we had. You can see how deep and big the hanging closet is. Look at that, very well done. Put all your clothes in there. So you can have this as 2 twin beds. And remember, somebody else was asking about how it closes. Look at this. It's double strutted, and it just pops back down, right? So you can make this into a queen bed. You can have it as 2 separate twin beds. Very well done. Of course, the big bathroom. Hey, come on, let's go back in the bathroom. Somebody was asking about the bathroom, the shower, right? Look at this. I don't even know if we were in the shower. Did I come in the shower? Hey, look at this. Nice big shower area. So we're in the TBX. This is the 2-wheel drive TBX with the bed down. It's nice to see the bed down. So you can sleep 2 people, no problem right there. Look at that, there we go. Come on over this way, we'll keep going. So we have the Wonder RL. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. This is Alpine Mist, looks great. Yeah, come on in here. This has got 2 separate living areas. Living area up here, this makes into a beautiful double bed, optional air mattress, which is cool. And then you've got the second living area in the back. So I have 2 separate areas. Got the solarium style windows, Murphy bed coming down. Whoa, this is a good floor plan. This one, we do this on a Wonder floor plan. We also do it on a Unity floor plan. So Wonder being on the Ford Transit chassis, Unity being on the Mercedes-Benz chassis. And then over here we've got the rear twin bed. So this was the the original garage storage, right? Very first one ever done in North America, right? This one has the pull-out pantry here, but look, you can see how big the storage area is. Absolutely incredible. So this is the Wonder rear twin bed. Once again, you can do this in an all-wheel drive or a two-wheel drive, but come on up in here. Lots of storage space, right? Very, very well done. Absolutely gorgeous, right? So the two twin beds, right? Now this one, which is a little bit different, is I've got two hanging closets. I have one on both sides, so lots of storage area there. Let's see how they turn and go down. So very cool. This is the rear twin bed. And the nice thing about the rear twin bed and the RL and the twin bed is I can block off the bathroom door, which creates two separate living areas. So living area back here, living area up front, and of course we have the private bathroom on this side. And then we have another Wonder MBL right here. Don't want to hit my camera. So this is the Wonder MBL, very similar to the Unity twin bed, where we've got Murphy bed up front, the big bathroom in the back, and this is all done on the Ford Transit chassis, pop-up TV. Looks absolutely incredible. And then we also have a corner bed here with leisure chairs. So those chairs in a corner bed, very cool. We have that here at the floor plan, here at the show, I'm sorry. And we also have the Unity corner bed with the dinette, which pulls out into two single beds or one big king bed up front so you can sleep up to 4 people. So little walkthrough on all the different floor plans here at the show. Make sure you come and see us. We're here Sunday until 5 o'clock at the Tampa Fairgrounds, Tampa RV SuperShow.
It's great. So that's pretty much all the time we have for today.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
I feel like I'm just getting warmed up.
I know. That's well, you got a show ahead of you, so
okay.
I think that's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We really hope you enjoyed tuning in for the live stream. I know there was a lot of questions and couldn't answer every single one of them, but get in touch with your dealer, get in touch with us if you have those questions.
Send us an email too. We'll be more than happy to answer any questions you have. That's
absolutely.
Absolutely. Randy, myself, everybody at the office will help out. Yep.
Yeah, so we're here at the show. How long are we here?
We're here till Sunday at 5 o'clock. Yeah, it starts tomorrow at 9, I think, right? We're here at 9.
Yep.
9 o'clock it starts. It's the big Tampa Super Show. We've also got some, you got our mugs and our caps there, right?
Absolutely.
Cool.
If you order a TBX, anyway.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What happens? What do you get? If you order a TBX, what do you get?
You get some TBX hats, TBX Yetis.
Oh, TBX Yetis.
It's fun. Yeah.
And TBX hats.
Exactly.
Oh, I like it.
Even though you don't wear hats.
I'm going to wear one right now, baby.
There we go.
There we go.
Now we're talking.
I look like Tom Cruise, kind of. It's an older version. No, no makeup and no facelift.
That's coming. So please stick around after the live stream ends. It'll send you over to our premiere of the full walkthrough video with Dean. And you can, of course, we'll have some folks on from the factory there, hopefully to answer some questions as well. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Dean, for walking us.
Good job. Appreciate it. You're going to love that walkthrough video because Josiah had some incredible outside views of
it looked great.
Northern California.
Beautiful spot.
Just gorgeous.
Absolutely.
Just gorgeous. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Come and see us at the show or come and see us at the factory. We'd love to see you do a factory tour anytime.
And of course, you can go to our website, go to leisurevans.com/TBX to read all about the TBX. You can watch the video there. You can take a look at all the color options, see all the features. And of course, you can build and price your own with the colors and the options that you want. And you can send that over to a dealer for a quote.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for watching. Dean and
Josiah
from Leisure Travel Vans.